want to do a little bit more of this board meeting before I start the calls today. But oh man, we have action everywhere. It's action time on the TriMet. Let me just play a little bit of the latest action. Here it is, right here.
Train 63.
63 Killingsworth, northbound. I just got a passenger report that someone's smoking fentanyl in my back car.
Fentanyl!
Okay,
We're all doomed.
I'll show you out there if you want to check what you can see just from the outside of the train.
63, I copy. I'll go do that.
Thanks, and 9513 or 9530.
Yeah, what road score?
Train 63 is northbound at Killingsworth. I got reports from a passenger that someone's smoking fentanyl in a trailing car.
All right, copy. I'll head down.
Thank you. It's 2353.
All right, train 63.
Train 63.
63, so I didn't find anyone actively smoking, and I didn't walk in so that I could get a big fat whiff, because that's...
Yeah, you don't want to get a big fat whiff. You'll be fucking passed out, dead, taken to the emergency room, have to go off work, collect work comp. Maybe you'll never be normal again if you go in there.
It's not what I want to do right now. But I have plenty of people who look like that was what they were intending to do.
Did you hear that? There were plenty of people that were intending to smoke fentanyl. Plenty of people. So we have like 6 people that are all about to light up their fentanyl.
You know, lighters in hand, things like that, having the paraphernalia out.
Having it all out. Maybe it was like 20 people. Maybe the entire train in that car was a fentanyl party.
But nothing was actively being smoked. Not only that, but I've had people deboarding my back car and then running up to my front car since I left.
Yeah, they didn't want to die. I mean, who wants to die? We can die if you just get a whiff of that. How the people that are actually smoking it don't die, I don't really understand. But we all know that the secondhand fentanyl smoke can kill you, even though the person actually smoking it walks off the train with I don't know how high they are, but they're not keeling over.
IRQ, so it makes sense that it was happening at some point. I just don't know. It's not happening now.
All right, well, I'm not gonna play any more of that, but I mean, just the word. This is like COVID-19 at this point. Just the slightest hint of somebody using fentanyl, and the entire transit system goes into convulsions, just like they did with the COVID-19. It's just an amazing phenomenon to watch from my perspective, to see how hysterical everything is now. There's no more common sense. Everything is hysterical. Meanwhile, Twitter really has turned into Facebook now, and that's a shame. I'm not going to give it up because, this is where we do our TriMet stuff, and the people that do it with me are on the Twitter. So if I just stick to what I'm doing, I'll be okay. But the Twitter is really not good. Now let's look at something else here. This is the Oregonian who, by the way, have blocked me. I'm blocked on their Twitter. The Oregonian Twitter account has blocked me, but I can read their paper. They don't, they can't block me there. So listen to this. Let me expand it a little for you so you can see it. Okay, can you see it? TriMet's next annual budget includes a plan for an extended max line. What? What extended? What max line? Oh, you mean the fucking thing to Vancouver? And an increase in bus and train service. And notice, but those improvements rely on the assumption that the agency will increase fares. Now that is a bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. And we're going to show you the truth about the fares again.
impacts of TriMet's revenue sources is in our ability to issue bonds. And as you know, TriMet currently maintains a AAA bond rating. Those bond rating agencies look very closely at our fare box revenue. I have had 2 meetings in the last month with our rating agencies, and one of the elements that they are looking at very closely now, so you can say that we're on watch for this one element, is the level of our fare box recovery.
All right, you heard her. You heard her. You heard her right there. I mean, nobody's covering this but me. I'm the only one covering it. No, none of these great news sources, these goddamn propaganda outlets, bother bringing that up. Well, we know they're going to do it because, and here's the mainstream media trying to pretend that this, if you don't do this, we're not going to be able to bring back service. And it's just a bold-faced lie. It's 1.92 billion budget, okay? With only 817 million as operating. That leaves over $1 billion. There's $1 billion of money that's not to operate your system. But they're not going to tell you that. Nope. You know, a whole 5.1 million and 2.2 million. They give that out in one day at a board meeting, okay, to the pork barrel contractors. But here's this crappy paper, the Oregonian. Oh, if you don't pass it, the agency would have to rewrite its budget. Okay, you know, it's just, it really bugs me to have to read this stuff. It's such lies. There's such all of this is lies. Okay, you know they fucked you over. Okay, TriMet fucked you. They got all this money from the feds, which was specifically to keep your service going. They did not do that. They let it fall into pieces so they could implement their little agenda that they call Forward Together. And nobody sees this except me and a few people. This is all lies here. See, they're never going to bring your service. Remember, for the whole year, they said they were going to bring back your service. A year and a half. During the next budget, it will restore service by 7%. That's pathetic. Over the longer term, the agency's project is to increase bus service by 30% in the next few years. So a completely ambiguous statement. That's nothing but propaganda. The transit agency said it will soon be in the red if it doesn't increase revenues. All 100%, 100% lie here. I don't want to even talk about it. Such a mainstream fucking lie. But we know mainstream media. We know who they are. We know what they do. They are the bullhorn for the government and corporations. They provide the propaganda to the masses, and the masses eat it up. Now, on another story here. Okay, this is so funny, man. Okay, listen to this. TriMet, University of Washington, partner on the effects of fentanyl smoke. Let me make it bigger. A multi-agency study into the impacts and potential risks of secondhand fentanyl smoke hopes to give researchers a better understanding of the effect on public transit riders. Professor somebody says this is uncharted territory. Another bold-faced lie. The fact that they can just get away with all of these lies is just amazing to me. I'm just amazing. Okay, I have news for you people. The American College of Medical Toxicology and the American Academy of Clinical Toxicology have already studied this. It's already here, man. It's already here. The BMC. It's all right here. I mean, the people that actually specialize in toxicology have already studied this. But no, I wonder how much they're gonna spend on this. I mean, they're gonna probably, who knows? Could be $1 million, $2 million, who knows? If they got all this money up there, they're gonna pretend nobody's ever done this, And that's what they're going to do. So that's another joke. So let the jokes keep on coming. Now let's cover this. I mean, really, it's just, everything around us is lies now. Everything around us is like, you have Biden saying, we will blow up the Nord Stream pipeline. He said it. He said it out of his own mouth. We heard it. Then Seymour Hersh writes a story about how they did it. And these people deny that they did it. I mean, it's just lie after lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. I can't believe all of these lies can keep coming like this, and people are still believing this nonsense. I can't believe where we are as a society right now. This fractured society. I can't believe it, man. I never saw it coming in a million years. All right, let's do a little more of this.
Next on the agenda is Resolution 23-02-07, authorizing a contract with Nelson Nygaard Consulting Associates, Inc.
Oh. Let me go pull it up. TRIMET.org. Hold on, I'm sorry, I don't have that one pulled up. Go to the menu. About Us. Scroll all the way down to Public Meetings and Notices. TRIMET Board of Directors. See past meetings. And then you click on this. And so, let's see. What is it now? Where is it? Well, I don't know. Which one is it?
Inc. for Better Bus Program Design Services. Mr. General Manager.
23027. Oh, it's the bit. It's this. This is the New World Order shit. They destroyed the system so they could rebuild it. But TriMet's already given, I think it was $350,000 to Jarrett Walker. And now, let me make it bigger. So now they're going to give a contract to Nelson Guard Consulting. Now, they're going to give them the original regional enhanced transit corridor concept was initiated in fall of 2017. Due to the success of the program, what success of what program? Metro allocated $5 million to continue the program with a new name, the Better Bus Program. The Better Bus Program is to address the following goals. Increase transit. Right. It's just the same shit we've been reading forever, man. Develop numerous potential, whatever the BB, I guess, what is that, minority? Utilizing, so the Metro paid for this. So, okay, utilizing the $5 million provided by Metro. Okay, well, since it's not coming out of the TriMet budget, why not? Why don't the Metro just pay for it? We'll authorize TriMet to engage with these people, whoever they are. It's just, what a joke. Really, let's see what their diversity. Oh, it meets diversity quotas for Aussie. 31% minority and almost 50% female or non-binary. Yes.
So, Vice President Baumann, members of the board, the Better Bus Program is a new name for the Enhanced Transit Corridor. It's kind of like what Director Way, we have a lot of acronyms that we use here at TriMet. This program represents a partnership between TriMet and Metro that began in 2017. Due to its success, Metro has allocated an additional $5 million for the project.
Oh, by the way, the $5 million just for this. And didn't I just tell you that it was like they're going to generate $6 million from the fare increase? So right there, you see the hypocrisy. Okay, they got $5 million to do this silly whatever the fuck it is. But they're going to shut the place down if they don't get the $6 million from your fares. So it's just ludicrous. This is ludicrous. All of this is ludicrous, folks.
under the new name Better Bus Program.
Better Bus Program.
The Better
new
Bus
name, we
Program
got it.
has three primary goals. One, increase ridership by improving transit reliability, speed, and capacity. Two, identify, design, and build projects where improvements are most needed and can be utilized quickly. Three, develop projects that will be ready for construction once funding is identified.
Once funding
The
is-
resolution before you would authorize TriMet to engage Nelson Nygaard to advance the Better Bus Program. The contractor was selected through a competitive request for qualifications. However, given the large and complex scope of the project, Nelson Nygaard produced the only qualified proposal. This resolution requests authorization of a contract not to exceed $4.2 million. The amount is included in the engineering and construction budget for FY23. Nelson Nygaard has 152 employees, of whom 31.5% represent minorities, and more than 49% are female or non-binary.
Non-binary.
They plan to use certified firms to perform 22% of the work. Your approval of the resolution is recommended.
Yeah, it's great, man. Here, take it. We got money everywhere. Money. We need your 30
Is there a
cents.
motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Second. I heard Director Edwards with the second. It's been moved and seconded, and do any board members have any comments or questions?
I have a
Oh,
question.
we got one. Wow.
Go ahead, Director Way.
Thank you, if I may. I will be a yes vote on this. I really appreciate the investment from Metro. But my question was around the projects that will be prioritized or will be potentially funded. Will we get a list of those projects and where they are in our various counties that we serve?
Thank you. That's a great question. So as part of this next phase with Better Bus moving forward, we're going to be relooking at the criteria on how we select projects. We are looking at a more robust criteria around equity.
Oh no, equity. Here we go with the equity. They fucked you for the last 2 years. Nobody had any equity. The service was shit. But they're going to look at equity now. This is just so toxic to have to watch this. It's just toxic.
Delay and ridership. We are going to be developing a pipeline of a whole new set of projects with a big focus on working on projects outside of the central city. So we're going to be engaging with more partners across the region.
More partners.
Partners in Washington County, Clackamas County.
Yeah, boy, we got our district partners. Yeah. What a crap. What a waste. Just never ending bureaucracy, and we pay for it, whether it's from Metro or TriMet. You, the taxpayer, are paying for it. It's a crime syndicate, folks, stealing your money and inventing projects like this in order to funnel that money to the people at the top.
Outer Multnomah County to develop those projects. We're happy to come back at any time to give an overview of where we are, the projects, where they are, and the benefits that we anticipate.
Thank you. That would be super helpful. I was just reading through the background and the description of just how this all started, and I saw 2017 on there, and I was like, gosh, that was a while ago. So, since then we've had a pandemic, we've had so many other changes.
We've had a scamdemic. Make sure you get that correct. There was no pandemic. It was a scamdemic
happening in our city that I was just curious as to how those projects will be selected and prioritized and all of that. So thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Director Gonzalez.
Thank you, Director Bauman.
Ozzy, let's see what Ozzy has to say here.
I have a silly question, just for clarification purposes. The name of the program is Better Bus Program. It doesn't sound to me like we're looking at the design of buses themselves. We're taking this process to look from the shell of the vehicle outside into bus stops and infrastructure around them. Is that correct?
Correct. The focus is around capital improvements that we can invest in.
It's around capital improvements, capital projects, folks. Over $1 billion of that TriMet budget that they're whining about goes to capital projects. But if you don't pay your 30 cents, we're going to shut everything down. Nobody can figure it out. Nobody can see through the fucking haze.
In the roadway system to help improve the speed and reliability of
What
the
a
bus
bunch of
system.
phonies.
So it's not looking at the bus itself, but the capital investments
But
to help
you couldn't figure that out, Ozzy. Shit, even I figured that out. Damn.
bus operations.
Thank you. So I think for folks interested from the public side, through the CAT committee, if anyone is still looking at comments as far as how we can improve the inside of the bus experience, we've heard comments today about differently abled folks with mobility impairments that have mobility devices. We've had folks in the public come to us with graphic design requests for folks that have color blindness. Those comments are still welcome, but it sounds to me like this project is looking at the outside world.
Correct.
All right, so thank you for that clarification.
That boy Ozzy, you really get it, don't you?
Seeing no other questions, we will now vote.
Well, do you think it will pass? What do you think? I think it could be close here.
In favor of the resolution, say aye.
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 Opposed? The motion carries.
Oh, we're so close. Jeez. I can't take this shit, man. Over and out.